Ranganathan, let me ask you this. When the NHRC, and I can read out copious paragraphs from the NHRC report, has confirmed that there was a serious law and order situation in Kairana, that there was a systematic attempt to intimidate a particular community on account of the community there that is in dominance, and there was an exodus. Should one have fielded a agent provocateur of this nature?
Good evening, Rahul. Look, this was to be expected, and this is quite deliberate, with intent. There is no, let us not be in qualms about it, let us not be in two doubts. The fact of the matter is, Rahul, that the exodus that transpired a few years ago in Kairana, if you were to believe the Hindus of Kairana now, it will happen again. And this time it would be overnight. And these are not my words. I'm quoting from a report done by the New Indian, a ground report. Kairana is fast approaching 93% Muslim population. We have to accept the fact that demography is destiny. Now this SP candidate, you yourself played a few clips, but I don't have the time or the inclination. It would take more than 10-15 minutes to tell how bigoted, proudly bigoted this man is. He was openly asking for Muslims not to buy goods from Hindu shopkeepers. And if you remember in 2019, BSP, Bahudin Samaj Party, fielded a candidate called Haji Qureshi. What was his claim to fame? He was the man who had offered 51 crores to anyone who beheaded Charlie Hebdo journalists. He lost by just 5,000 votes. So there is popularity for these kinds of candidates. So, Rahul, as you know, we can discuss the politics, but here, if I may, in order for your viewers to understand what is actually happening in India, one needs to delve into the philosophical and psychological meaning. Let us be under no illusion. The situation is intractable. It hasn't changed for 1,000 years. Why on earth would it change in 10 or 20? In fact, if you look at Kashmir, to which I will come to in a minute, the exodus has already happened. You, Rahul, you are one of the victims. And the state, including the legislature and the judiciary and the executive and the press, has exhibited its impotency for 30 years. Rahul, we have to accept what Ambedkar said. The brotherhood of Islam is not the universal brotherhood of man. It is the brotherhood of Muslims for Muslims only. That Islam is a closed corporation, and those who are outside the corporation, there is nothing but contempt and enmity. We have to accept what Rabindranath Tagore said, that Islam has a distinct enmity against other religions, that it is not satisfied with observing its own religion, but is determined to destroy all other religions. That the only way to make peace with it is to embrace it. And finally, we have to accept what Karl Marx said, that for Muslims, the world is divided into two nations, Darul Islam and Darul Harb. Rahul, please understand, it is the duty of every Muslim to help convert Darul Harb into Darul Islam. But while when taking precaution against them, you talk about al-Taqiyya. If Muslims are under infidel authority, behave loyally to them with your tongue while harboring either animosity. Now, do these words hurt people? Are these my words? The problem is I would be branded as bigot for just quoting Karl Marx, quoting Rabindranath Tagore, quoting Ambedkar. Why? Because these are uncomfortable truths. The fact of the matter is that Kairana would be another Kashmir Valley.
Okay.
Well, look, it's impassioned. Dr. Anand Ranganathan making this really a huge provocation. If one were to take him completely at face value, and I have no reason to think that he hasn't done his research. Now, I want to bring in Abhishek Sudhir, who is, of course, a card-carrying member of the Samajwadi Party, happens to be an advocate. There is also Sabah Naqvi, journalist, senior journalist, and there's, of course,
I'm laughing. I can't get
Mr.
over.
Jha.
Let me laugh a bit.
Now, Sabah Naqvi, you may laugh, but the NHRC on point 12 of its report said,
no,
one second, you can laugh, you can laugh off, no, 1 second.
You can't invite these pity party journalists.
No, you can laugh off.
Don't come prepared.
No, 1 second, it's okay, let's not, okay, hang on. Dr. Ranganathan and Sabah Naqvi, let's not,
How dare you?
no, 1 second, look. look, I don't know why we are going into this.
But on the point,
Please, gentlemen. Okay, Sabha Naqvi, look, you can laugh. And you know, we are just going to go down this spiral. Okay, please.
let us not go back. Let us not go down the same road again.
Please.
I have once exposed the
Okay,
cheating party
please.
journalist. I can expose the
Let me
cheating
step
party
in.
journalist again.
Let me step. Let's not make this personal. Okay, let's not make this personal, please. I'm stepping in. No one is allowing anything. I am 1 minute, please.
Otherwise, I have
1 second, please. Sabha Naqvi, he's...
Everyone here, I've
Yeah, but don't, let's not all make it. Okay, fine. 1 minute. Can I step in here and restore some order, please? Look, 1 second. Lower everyone's faders. This is not happening like this. Please, look. We are here to argue an important point. Please, Sabha Naqvi and Dr. Ranganathan, I've lowered your faders. Please, let's come back to the point. I don't want to actually descend, down this rabbit hole of, recriminations. Let's just keep this above board. I know there is a bit of a history between the panelists here, and let's not open old wounds. Let's just keep this straight. Now, look, you're all on mute. So, Sabha Naqvi, I can't hear you, please. I'm deliberately stepping in here. I'm exercising my authority to silence everybody so that we have a 10, 20, 30, 40-second pause, and then I'll come back to you. Please, let's disengage. Let's take a step back. Now, Abhishek, Sudhir, Dr. Ranganathan, what do you make of this? Mr. Lakha getting a ticket from a Kisan union, one of those that was at Singhu, talking about how they should not be associated with militant activism or those that espouse a separatist cause or have no respect for the homeland. And now that individual, the face of that campaign, is given a ticket. What do you make of it?
No, Rahul, look, on the face of it, of course, it is reprehensible. And I, along with, I think, any sensible person would condemn this. Absolutely. But here comes the twist. And the twist is when anarchy goes unpunished, heroes are made. And you only have to look at human history. Don't go back 1,000 years. Go back only 100 or 150 years. Every time a hero is made out of an anarchy that has been spread, that person has caused more devastation for the ensuing decade. So this portends something which is worrisome for the democracy. What is the claim to fame of this gentleman who has been given a ticket? What is the claim to fame? Has he said that I'm going to work, I'm going to provide water? Has he said I'm going to work for the environment? Has he said I'm going to work for the Kisan? Has he said I'm going to work for the Kisan union, for the labor, for the upliftment of society? No. What is his claim to fame? His claim to fame is one and one only, which is anarchy. Now, when you have a system where you had 400 of our bravest police officers injured, severely injured, 7 of them were critical, and then what happened was the state machinery started giving legal counsel, representation, money to those who were accused of severely injuring those policemen. This is the state that we are in. Why do we expect anything different to happen? These are the new crop of politicians who are going to rule over us for the next decade, Rahul. We have to accept it. Their only claim to fame is notoriety and anarchy, and they are going to win.
Let's play